Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Saturday, March 26th. We got a 7-game slate. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'm gonna breeze through this as quickly as possible. We're at the end of the season, and what's gonna happen now is they're gonna start resting players. They're gonna start shutting down players for next year. Yada yada yada. So instead of wasting time on players that we know aren't going to play, we're just going to go through the people that we know that are going to play, right? We're not going to bullshit with each other tonight. So, Irving, we're going to start with DraftKings and point guard as usual. Irving is 10-9, big number. They need to win. They're sitting like 8th in the play-in spot. They need to win. So, I'm telling you right now, Kyrie's in play, Durant's in play. You want to play them both together, you can find value, have at it. I don't even care how much Durant, what his salary is, because he needs to win. We need to start changing our mindset on how we play DFS, and we need to switch it to playoff mode, where we need to start playing people that benefit from having good games. You know what I'm saying? So follow what I'm saying. Garland 10-2, that's fine. SGA, okay, they might shut him down. OKC's doing nothing. They probably want a high lottery pick. He may not even play. At 10K, imagine playing him and they play him for a half or 3/4. It is that time. Yes, it is. So that factors in to who you play. So that's what I mean. Halliburton's 98. He's a little bit pricey. If you want to play him, you can play him, but he's a little pricey for me. Toronto's in the play-in tournament also. They're like 7th. They're right in front of Brooklyn. Van Fleet might be motivated to play well, so he's in play at 87. Giddey's questionable. I'm not playing anybody from OKC. Not none of the stars, or stars in quotation mark. Not SGA for sure. Maybe Trey Mann if he's cheap, but I'm not playing Giddey and I'm not playing SGA. Brogdon, I think I read somewhere he was going to be out, but looks like he's in for now. So if he's in, I still may not play him, because they may not play him at 4 minutes. They might want to rest him also. They might want to trade him or save him for next year. So that's what I'm saying. Keep all these things in mind. And what I'm saying to you shouldn't be news. If you've been playing DFS for years, you should already know these things. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to make sure that we're all on the same page so we can win this money. All right? Let's go. Cole Anthony. Orlando versus Sacramento. Orlando wants to see what they have. I guess that's what they're doing. I have no fucking idea what Orlando's doing, but that's what they should be doing. Anthony should be in play. Brandon Williams, if they start him, you can play him. Miami got to get their shit together. If Lowry, play him. 68, play him. Porter against Portland, play him. Davion Mitchell prices up. If he starts, you can play him. Jalen Green, same thing. 58, you can play him. Trey Mann, if he starts, you can play him. LeVert, he's been doing nothing. 24 minutes or less, doing nothing. Absolutely useless. Let's continue. Melton's in play. Jaw's out for another 2 weeks. He's in play. Chicago's been playing like ass. He's not doing anything either. Like, we're not. No Caruso. Bones Highland, he comes off the bench. He's been playing well off the bench, but his minutes are still inconsistent. And that's a no-no for me. Kobe White is in play if he starts. Tyus Jones is in play. Dragic is a non-factor. Kyrie's playing. Kyrie's back, so Dragic can have a seat fantasy-wise. If AO starts, you can play him. Whichever one of them starts, you can play. Monte Morris, you can play. Chris Dunn, you can play. Everything else is trash. Let's continue. If Middleton plays at 87 and they want to win that game, they're going to need Middleton, so he's playable. Levine is in play. Chicago need to get their shit right, so they should be playing better. Buddy Hield's in play because of his minutes. Bane is in play. Gary Trent, if he plays, he's in play. Seth Curry's not in play at 5,900. Not for me. Kyrie and Durant going to take all the shots, so listen, Curry may get some open shots, but you think he's going to give you 35.5 fantasy points? Then play him. That's all it is to it. Dylan Brooks is in play at 5,800. OG at 55 is in play. DiVincenzo is in play if he starts. If he doesn't start, I don't like it. That's just me. You want to play him? Have at it. Barton is trash. He had a good last game. 7 for 10. 2 for 3 from threes. 8 assists. He was 5,100. He went up $200. If you want to take a shot on him, take a shot on him. I might take a shot on him. But he had one good game in a long time. I'm scrolling. He had a 44-point game, a 44-point fantasy game last month, and he barely hit value since then, mid-20s, and then he finally hit 35 a month. He's still trash. I don't care. Whatever. Let's continue. Macklemore. You want to take a shot on Macklemore? Have at it. He's going to come off the bench, and he's scoring dependent. Giannis is in play. Durant, Butler, Scotty Barnes is for real. He's in play. Markkanen is in play. Bruce Brown is not in play with both these guys playing, Durant and Kyrie. So you get him out of here. Harrison Barnes is in play. Justice Winslow's out again. I don't know what's the point. He might as well just retire. Wagner's in play. Pokuševski's in play. Brissett's in play. And Okiki's in play. You prefer him to start. And if Aaron Wiggins starts, he's in play, but he's very inconsistent. Justin Anderson is in play. And that's it. That's my player pool. Y'all can do what y'all want, but that's my player pool. I will never recommend somebody that I don't like to you because that's just stupid. But, at the end of the day, this is professional players. If they're playing minutes, they're viable, but I just choose people that have a higher probability of hitting value. That's how I look at it. So, that's it. Siakam's in play. DeRozan, if he plays. If DeRozan plays, then all that Ayo, Kobe, Caruso, all that shit is out the window. DeRozan, Vooch, Levine, that's it. You want to take a shot at one of the other guys? Take a shot. Have at it. Wendell Carter Jr. is for real, 8,500. He's in play. Mobley's in play. Jaren Jackson Jr. Is hit or miss with him hitting his fantasy points, but he is in play. Porter's probably going to come back off the bench at 7,400. No, thank you. Watford, his price is coming up. Jesus Christ. Who the fuck they think he is? Malone? Oh my god. Yeah, he's getting high 30s most for fantasy points. 28, 15, 38, 31, 21, and they're raising his price like he's Bobby Portis. It's just crazy. No Watford for me. No thanks. Kevin Love is in play. Baisley's in play. Trey Lyles never does it for me. He never does it for me. He had 2 decent games, but if he's not starting, then don't risk it. Jalen Smith, you got to see what's going on with Toronto. You got to see who's starting. Whatever big man is starting for Toronto, small forward, power forward, center, you could play them because it would be inexpensive. There's a lot to choose from. Brissett, Jalen Smith, Goga. Then you have Justin Anderson. Then you have Terry Taylor. So listen, there's a lot of stuff going on in Indiana. Just wait for the starting lineup. Take the starters that are inexpensive, and hope for the best. That's all you could do. All right. I know there's a lot of DFS, content creators and YouTubers that tell you that there's a fucking magic potion to this shit. There really isn't, alright? Pick the players that are going to give you the highest probability to score the most points via minutes, shot attempts, stocks, all that good shit. And when all that comes together, that's how you get high scores. Don't let nobody tell you nothing else, alright? That's all it is. Let's keep going. I got time today, alright? Let's go. Sengun doesn't play enough minutes, but he is viable. Gordon is in play. Now Michael Porter Jr. wants to join the team at the end of the season. Michael Porter Jr. is not in play. Boucher's in play. Roby's in play if he starts. That's about it for now. All these guys down here, if for some reason they get thrown into the starting lineup, then you consider them. Other than that, leave them right where they are. You don't go digging in the trash. Jokic is in play. Christian Wood is in play. Vooch is in play. Bam is in play. Steven Adams is in play. They're going to definitely need Steven Adams, so just pay attention to Steven Adams. No Drummond. He doesn't get enough minutes. Well, he got 28 last game. But if you want to play many lineups and play him in one, you can. And hope for the best. Mo Bamba's price is coming up. He should dominate Sacramento, but Mo Bamba's not that guy. Look at this. Why would his price go up? Why would his price come up? Because he had 30 fantasy points? He's supposed to have 30 fantasy points. The fuck? You're fucking center. You're starting center for the Orlando Magic. You're 7'3" with a wingspan of 9'2", and we're supposed to be happy you got 30 fantasy points? Get the fuck out of here. Let's continue. I hate Mo Bamba, all my heart. Who's next? Goga's in play at 55. Yo, no lie, when Goga plays, he gets more fantasy points in the first quarter than Mo Bamba does in the whole games. I don't get it. Let's continue. Brook Lopez is 5%? 5%. Nick Claxton, if he's not gonna start, but Nick Claxton is not. I don't like wasting my center spot on role players, backup players, but if you got some type of lineup construction with center spot left and 4,600, I guess you could play him, but pretty sure throughout the day more value will come. So let's just build a lineup and get out of here, because I know for a fact that later on there's gonna be a lot of bullshit going on with this slate. So I feel it in my heart. That's why I'm not even gonna go in like that. Do we go back to Butler, Jaren Jackson, Love, Baisley? All right, that's what we're gonna do. We got Steven Adams. If Giannis, they might be saving Giannis. They might try to save Giannis. So I'll do Durant. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him and Irving in the same lineup. They're kind of spicy. Shooting guard, do we have any value? I don't remember seeing any. McLemore. Caruso. Melton. And small forward. Aaron Wiggins. Stevenson. Zaire Williams is going to start. Let's see what he's done. 30 minutes, 14 fantasy. This guy's trash. This guy's trash. Wow. I like Aaron Wiggins if he starts. So you got Kyrie, Melton, Wiggins, Durant, and Adams. You can't play this because there's no room to fill that out. But these are 5 guys that With the way the lineup looks now, at 11:14 p.m. on March 25th, Wiggins can be a value, Melton can be my value. With what's in front of me right now, this is what looks good. Obviously, you can't play all 5 of them because you're not going to have any room for anybody else, but Irving is going to be an important piece today. Durant's going to be important. Steven Adams is going to be important because they're going to need him to bang with Brook Lopez and Portis and maybe Giannis. Wiggins, if Wiggins starts at 4,100 at the small forward spot, that's going to be vital. And anyone out of Tyus Jones, Melton, Brooks, and Bane are going to be important because they're the catalyst for Memphis with no John Morant. So, that's why I like these guys. I explain that way. If somebody jumps in the comments talking stupid, I can just delete them because people don't listen to the video. So we're going to jump to Fanduel and we're going to see what's going on in Fanduel. And if you're new here, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. It's the end of the month, so we won't talk about my Patreon, but what I do offer is up-to-date lineups. So I do all my research, watch all my videos. Watch all the NBA games. I wait for all the injury reports that trickle in during the day. I wait for the starting lineups. Then I finalize my lineups, my lineups, and send them out to the Patreons or whoever's on a day pass or a week pass. So if you're interested in day pass or a week pass to get updated, optimized lineups, you can do so. DM me on Twitter, and that covers all sports. So we got MMA, basketball, whatever sports there is, whatever you feel like betting on, I got the projections for those. So just so you know. So listen, we're gonna go to Fanduel. We're gonna run through this real quick, and we're gonna get through this video. So, Kyrie's 10-6 in play. Shy 9-8, fine price, but not on my radar. Garland looks good. Giddy's not on my radar. Van Fleet looks good. Burton looks reasonable at 76. Brogdon is 69. He looks good, but I'm scared of them not playing him his full minutes. Lowry's in play at 66. Trey Mann is priced crazy high on FanDuel, 63. Brandon Williams is 61. If he doesn't start, I'm not paying 61 for him. Trey Mann, he doesn't look that great at 63, but if he starts, I'll consider it. But he's looking like a DraftKings only play because he's $1,000 cheap, $2,000 cheaper on DraftKings. Let's continue. Cole Anthony can play. Davion Mitchell if he starts. No Seth Curry for me, but it's a decent play. Kevin Porter looks fine. Bone Highlands is okay. Jalen Green is okay. Melton is fine. Tyus Jones is fine. Dropped it for me. I don't really like Maladon. Chris Dunn if he starts. McLemore, his price came up. I need him to start at that price. Monte Morris is fine. If Caruso starts, listen, not one of my first choices, but it's a decent play. Decent, not the greatest. And if Caruso didn't play, doesn't play, and Kobe White starts for him, he's an okay play, not the greatest either. But if you need value, then do what you got to do. Everything else is trash. Let's go to the shooting guard. Butler's in play. DeRozan, if he plays, he's in play. Desmond Bane's in play. Levine's in play. Middleton, if he plays, he's in play. No Bruce Brown. Dylan Brooks is in play. Buddy Hield's in play. Gary Trent's in play. Justin Anderson price came up too. I think I'm good on him at that price. Franz Wagner's in play. Connaughton's price is up. I'm good on that also. Will Barton is fine. Terry Taylor is okay. I prefer him to start. 20 minutes, 29 minutes, 29 minutes. I prefer these guys to start. I don't know what they're going to do off the bench, and I'm not ready for surprises. And Aaron Wiggins is 3,900. Point guard. This is Trey Mann. Where's Trey Mann on DraftKings? Trey Mann on DraftKings is 57. Okay, so he's $1,000 cheaper. Almost a couple hundred. All right. But Trey Mann is more reliable than Wiggins. So Trey Mann is fine. Trey Mann is fine if he starts. Wiggins is fine if he starts. No Duncan Robinson. Concher if he starts. I think that's it. And I say if they start, because if they come off the bench and they don't get minutes, what the fuck are you going to do? You're going to be mad. You understand what I'm saying? So I like to make sure they start. There's players that come off the bench that I do trust. But, if you don't trust them, don't play them. If you don't know the rotations, don't play them. If you're scared because of the end of the season BS, and you don't know what's going to happen with them off the bench, don't play them. Like, if you can avoid it, avoid it. Scotty Barnes is in play. Baisley is in play. Markkanen, Brissett is in play. That's it. Obviously, Durant's in play. Siakam's in play. Christian Wood's in play. Bam's in play. Wendell Carter's in play. Mobley's in play. Jaren Jackson's in play. Eubanks is in play at 62. Watford is decent at 61. Boucher off the bench. I don't know. Povacheski, if he starts at 6K, he's okay. That's an okay play. Roby starting is an okay play at 57. These guys were like $1,000, $2,000 cheaper a couple games ago, so they're really high in price. So you gotta be careful. OG's in play at 56, but listen, there's a lot of ballers on Toronto. A lot of these guys that score buckets, get blocks, get rebounds, and get steals. So be careful with OG getting value. Kevin Love's in play. Portis is better on Fanduel. Still out of play for me on Fanduel. Aaron, and that's if Giannis is back. Aaron Gordon's in play. Trey Lyles, if he starts, he's decent. Okiki, if he starts. And everybody else down here, if they start, they're decent at their price. If not, don't play them. Giannis at 11.6 looks great. Vooch at 71 looks amazing. Steven Adams at 58 looks magnificent. Goga is in play if he plays. That's about it. That's more than enough value to spread around all your lineups. Jokic is way too cheap. But they're playing OKC. I'm gonna go Adams. I'm going Giannis. I'm going Durant. We don't know if Shai Gilgeous is play or not. If he doesn't play, I like Trey Mann. I do like Trey Mann. I had him mixed up with Wiggins for a second, but I do like Trey Mann. Chuhale is out. We're going to do Middleton. Do Davion Mitchell for now. Just for now. Kevin Porter at 57. I like Kevin Porter on this slate. Tyus Jones, 53. Tyus Jones. I like Tyus Jones. I like Middleton. I like Durant. I like Giannis. I like Steven Adams. You might be able to get a lineup out of this, but I doubt it. You might be though, 47. You might be able to get a couple 4,600 pieces, but you're not gonna win. You need to take out one of Durant or Giannis, and then you can get a good lineup. I'm just being honest with you. If you try to jam pieces in here to win, you lose. But these are 5 guys that I like. I like Tyus Jones for obvious reasons. 5,300 starting point guard for the second best team in the West. Middleton, because they're going to need his ball handling without Holiday. Durant, because they're going to need to win games. Giannis, because there's going to be no Drew Holiday, and he's going to handle some ball handling also. And Steven Adams is underpriced, and they're going to need him to bang with the big boys in Milwaukee. If you want to take out Giannis and put Kyrie, you could do that also. Listen, it's your lineups. You could do whatever the hell you want to do. But, you know, we'll figure it out once more value comes. So listen, that's the end of this video. Hope you had a profitable night on this last awful slate. The slate was awful. No denying that, but we're looking ahead to the new slate, and listen, good luck to you. I'll be back in a few with the Yahoo video, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao.